What's up?
What's up? How you feeling, man?
I'm pretty lucky.
Say what?
I'm fine. I'm pretty bad.
What?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good.
And welcome on one and all to episode 16 of Thank You for Collecting, TY. Thank you for collecting. I am one of your humble hosts, Ty, aka Uncommon Flex. I am joined by Jay Feezy, the one and only Jay Feezy, his first appearance here. I appreciate we all appreciate it. Welcome, Jay. And also joined by Calvin, the low-key collector, who is also the newest member of the panel, the fourth chair, if you will. Calvin, how are you?
I'm good, man. I appreciate you guys having me on. Thank you.
Hey, you one of us, Calvin. You one of us. And not to be outdone, we have Marco. Fine, we were kind of worried, man.
Sorry about that. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I need a new computer, but someone tell Gigi that I need a new computer because this one is not serving my needs.
Gigi, Marco needs a new computer.
There you go. If Feezy said it, it's got to happen.
Yeah.
Hey, leave some milk and cookies behind, and leave that Santa Claus list.
I like that. I like that.
All right, so Marco, I'm going to ask you to do a little hosting. I got to go off camera for a second.
Sounds good. All right.
Well,
I've got no access to anything, so this will go really great. But
excellent. This is how it's done. This is professional. I'll be right back.
Account. Yeah.
All right, sounds good. Well, Feezy, how you doing, bro? Obviously, you got the holiday cheer going on. Are you off for the remainder of the year? Love to see.
No, actually, I didn't take any additional time off just because, for us, Christmas falls on the Wednesday in the middle of the week, so I'd have to take 2 days off either before or after. And I was like, I'm good. It's gonna be a slow week anyway, so I just we're gonna stay local. We did our celebration early. We went down to visit family and got that out of the way. I think last weekend, so we're good. We're good. So I'm just gonna be chilling. But I'm good, man. Thanks for having me. I'm glad I'm able to make it fine. I know we've been trying to schedule some time to get on here, and there's always a little bit of conflict there. I'm usually kind of working a little bit more on this during this time, but I made some time today, man. I'm glad to be here with amongst you guys.
Well, glad to finally get you on, bro. Yeah, I know this is a really tough time for you, so glad the stars aligned and you were able to join us here for this special Christmas episode or holiday episode, if you will. But Calvin, how about you, bro? What are your plans for the holiday?
Work, more work, and then some more work on top of that, and then sprinkling some in-laws and family members and some gifts. So good.
So do you normally do Christmas Day, Christmas Eve?
Normally I take Christmas off, but I normally take Thanksgiving off too, and then work the whole Thanksgiving weekend. So it's one of those. If work's available, I take it. So, but we'll see what happens. But as of now, Christmas Day we'll have off, and then having a game night post Christmas, pre New Year's at the house.
Ooh,
so on Saturday after Christmas. So trying to get everything together for that as well.
All right. Well, sounds awesome. Yeah, this could be an intense time of year. So, Calvin, I guess expensive time too. So glad you're able to work through it. But hope you find some downtime to catch up on movies, catch up on games. There's a lot of stuff that needs tending to. Ty, I'm going to kick it back to you because this hat is. I think this is from Mean Girls. I'm pretty sure this is the hat one of the moms wore.
Yeah.
This is why I have no figure budget. It all went into this hat.
To that special hat, yeah.
It went
leather,
to this hat.
Real leather.
Yes. Yeah. No pleather here, man. None of that Hot Toys pleather.
Wow,
wool white fur.
Rooting.
Rooted.
Rooting.
It's a rooted hat. My hat is rooted.
This hat is. There's so many things that I could say. But I
Pimping
think this,
since been pimping since been
Yeah.
pimping. That's what I'm talking about.
Pimping.
baby. Yeah. Come on, baby.
Yeah, Cal.
Hey, Calvin, how
man.
you doing, brother?
Nice.
man down, pimp in distress.
Can I say that has a whole nother element after some stories you've recently shared with me from your past and some dating
Oh, dude.
situations? Damn.
Yeah, I don't have context on that. I might have to hear that story offline. I don't know.
Oh boy, you think my stories or something? You should hear some Calvin
Yeah.
stories.
Oh boy.
I think I've heard some of them. Yeah, I think I did. I don't know.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
oh yeah.
Yeah.
So, fellas, it's been a while since we've been together. Also, just so everyone knows, Calvin is the fourth chair. He's part of the team. I played the wrong intro. Sorry about that, Calvin. I did create one with your logo, and I thought I'd uploaded it.
Unbelievable.
You one of those, huh? I thought I was dealing with that with another show. Now you got me on dealing same thing. First day of the job, I'm getting the same situation over here. Damn. Catch
Calvin,
the strays.
Have you ever stopped to think maybe it's you? You know. Maybe
Oh,
you're-
damn.
Well, you already know. Now I'm gonna pull that card. It must be because I'm black. Come on now.
Well,
Damn.
that's right. Ty, can you acknowledge is it because Calvin's black?
Does he have that card? Is that why?
Oh, he's got the card. He's got the
Yeah,
card.
he's got
It's
the-
all good.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh Jesus!
Uh-oh.
I'm trying to make sure this is the right one.
I'm seeing a lot
You
of
guys can't hear
flashes.
that, can
What's
you?
going on here? No, we can't.
I didn't hear anything. No.
Okay, good. Yeah. All right.
Well,
So that's
while you're doing that, I was gonna say that intro, man. Every time I forgot about that. That was your guys' intro. I guess your old intro. And every time I see that, I laugh. that dude is funny. Yeah, I'm fine.
yep.
Oh man.
Fine. I'm good.
Yeah,
that's
I'm
a,
fine.
that's a Marco job right there.
Yeah. Oh man, yeah,
That is
Marco
definitely
finding
a
all those
Marco
good
job.
clips there. Yeah, Puerto Rico.
Yeah, he's the man. He's the man. I gotta put them all together now. But while I do this here, you guys, we do have a. Okay, I'm trying to do too many things at once.
Oh, this is bad for someone with ADHD.
Oh,
Too many things.
Yeah,
and
add to
and-
cart
and-
Amazon. Check out Sideshow. Yeah,
I told him, I was like, I was trying to add slides and banners at like 7:35 p.m. my time. Like at 7:46, I was still adding photos, like screenshots. But let's see. Okay, I got something for us. I got it. I'm pretty sure I got it.
Luckily, you got that hat though, so that's the
Yeah,
stream has
that-
been
that should
great
distract
just because of
everyone.
that. Yeah, it really is.
They should tune in just for the hat.
added bonus.
But all right, you guys ready?
Yes, sir.
Here we go.
Hey, how you doing?
Oh, please.
Hey, how you doing?
There we go. All right. So, Feezy, you are our guest. I'll take it to you first. How you doing?
Well, appreciate that. I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. Like I said, thanks for having me. Yeah, I'm just I love Christmas, man. It's one of my favorite holidays, right next to Halloween. So it's just kind of all I'm concerned is I go straight from Halloween to Christmas. I mean, yeah, there's Thanksgiving, where we eat, but there's no Thanksgiving decoration. I mean, who puts up cornucopias and turkey and things like that? And I don't think many people do. So for me, it's just Halloween and Christmas. But I'm doing good, man. I'm feeling good. Things are going pretty well. There was a period there a few months ago where it seemed like everything was just a problem with work, house stuff, kids' activity. It was just all this stuff, man. I was like, what was it about? I think it was like actually the month of October. But and so yeah, it was kind of feeling a bit overwhelmed there during that time. But I was like, you know what? I just need to weather the storm, just get through it, take it step by step, day by day. And yeah, man, it's what happened. That's what it was. I kind of got through it, just paced myself, try to keep my mind straight and my head straight. And I got through it. And now I'm feeling good, man. And things are going well so far. Like I said, like we were talking about earlier, holidays are coming up. yeah, we got our health. More importantly, I know a lot of people are kind of either fighting a cold, to say the least, or a flu or something like that. But knock on wood, we've been good. So I'm feeling good though, man. Thanks for asking.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. I'm glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. And Calvin, how about you? How you doing?
I apologize. I'm stuffing my face at the moment. It's the first time I'm eating today, so I apologize.
Oh, well, wait. While you chew, I got something for you, just to prove that I did do. All right, there we go.
Thank you, sir.
Beautiful. Blew out my eardrums, but it was a gorgeous.
Mine too.
The funny thing is, I knew you already had it. You've already showed it to me, so I knew it was there.
Oh, I know. You're just giving me a hard time,
But
yeah.
doing well. Like I said, just everybody knows. Outside of having kids, I've got dogs, but outside of that, just dealing with everything that the holidays come with, and trying to juggle all that. I did forget to say that I'm trying to rush to get off tonight because I'm supposed to go see Christmas lights with the wife. And then tomorrow there's a pajama party, Christmas themed party that I got volunteered for. Oh yeah, sure, that's what I'm going to. Oh, okay, cool, thanks. Appreciate the heads up.
Okay.
So,
Don't get the baby oil.
Oh, well, wait a minute now. Wait a minute now.
At the pajama party, yep.
See, I think some baby oil might get me in trouble in that setting because I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of body parts, on display,
loose.
and yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't think baby oil will be right in that setting.
Okay, so take a small bottle so you can hide it just in case it's
Yeah.
the right time.
I'm very glad
let me just say, so like earlier, I was talking to my brother, and I was like, "Oh, this is what I got going on for the weekend," and his grandson was in the car with ear hustling, right? He's like, I think no man's 10. So of course we're having grown man talk, but talking in code. And I was like, yeah, the last party I went to at the Halloween party, yeah, there was a chicken breast out, just out and about, all seasoned up by itself. All succulent, and I'm supposed to act like I want to eat it. So I'm sure those settings will be festive in elves and Christmas attire as well. So
Get that code ready.
That's right.
I'm just glad I marked this video as not for kids.
No, he was using code. It's completely fine. Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, it's okay.
I'm talking about chicken.
I'm going to say something.
Yeah, see?
Who here doesn't like fried
juicy,
chicken?
succulent chicken. Yeah, see?
Yeah, it'll be me. It'll be me. I'll be doing it.
Oh, okay.
Just like the white meat. Wings are cool, but something about them breasts.
Yeah. I give me some thighs too. But okay. Anyway, Marco. Oh wait, Calvin, are you done with, or you have more chicken breasts to tell us?
No, but I'm about to tear up these chicken nuggets.
Got some more doing to tell. Yeah.
And Marco, let's go to you. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing okay. I'm doing all right. I think the last few months have felt kind of like a sprint. It's just been like a little bit crazy, one thing after the next. So really, really looking forward to some time, some downtime during the holiday. Got to catch up on a lot of movies that I've been wanting to watch, a lot of games I've been wanting to play. So yeah, I'm doing all right. But yeah, also trying to, as things get stressful, not to lash out at my family members and just like people around me, because it could get stressful and you could really displace that stress unknowingly or maybe even knowingly sometimes. So working on that, because it is tough, and you find yourself in situations where you're rushing around, and it's like sometimes you want to be like one way, and you got to try to maybe just take a deep breath and be like, it's going to be all right. We're going to get there on time.
Yeah, I know you've been like super busy. So I know you've been under stress. I can speak to that. But we're glad you were able to make it here. Did collecting help at all? Like help you manage some of the stress?
I wish, but I have a thing of boxes over here, so it's like I haven't even been able to take the time out to like properly enjoy the hobby like I wanted to. So that's another thing that I'm going to do over the holidays, just kind of get my display where I want it and open some of these figures that I've been neglecting to open.
Yeah,
Here,
yeah. That can add to the stress. Just looking at those boxes, like, damn it, I want to open them.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Especially
yeah,
figures that we've been waiting a long time for.
Yeah.
yeah, bro. Oh well. Before we go any further, I want to take a look at our wonderful chat. So let's see what we got here. We got the movie canon, GL. Hello, welcome. And hey, Feezy Figures is here.
That guy.
That guy, yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, okay. Hey, Feezy, he saw you too.
Yeah, he did.
And the other member of the panel, Jose Plus. What's up, fellas? Sorry I'm not there. I'm on the way to a friend's movie screening in LA, but listening in. All right, well, Jose, we miss you. It's funny, like, see, now we used to say he was Marco's stunt double, and now you see Marco's here, no Jose. Before it was Jose was here, no Marco.
A little suspicious, I would say.
Yeah, so
You can only have
something's up.
one of them at a time. Yeah.
Something's going on.
So,
here.
so who's Batman and who's Bruce Wayne? That's my question.
Yeah.
Then we got L. Walker. How are you, sir? What's up, fellas?
What up?
What up,
What
man?
up?
Oh, and I think Feezy, this is for you.
Yeah. Never. Yeah. I was letting him. Never. I'm just doing the guest spot today. I can't replace Jose.
All right.
That's
cool.
Marco's job. Yeah.
Cool.
Exactly. I'm the stunt double today.
Yeah.
Marco, you seem kind of low. You sitting in the kids chair?
Yeah, exactly. I need my booster seat. No, is my audio low as well, or is it a little bit better now?
It's better now. Yeah,
I
you're
think it
good.
sounds good to me.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's just the angle of the camera. So I got a new
Okay.
monitor. I got I
Oh,
want to say it's
nice.
like a 34-inch widescreen monitor. So yeah, upgraded
Nice.
the monitor. Just need to upgrade the computer now. So
Is it an ultra wide? Because that's what I got.
it's an ultra wide. Yeah, it's an ultra wide.
Nice.
They had like a crazy sale on it though. Like it was like around $200. Couldn't say no.
Ooh, sweet.
Yeah.
Nice. Now we just have to work on getting that angle a little bit better. I was like, why is Marco? Did he shrink?
I like this though. You're seeing more figures than me. Like you don't really need to see me. Just see some figures.
No, we need to see Marco. We haven't seen Marco in months. We need to see Marco. Like,
It's
forget
been a
it.
minute.
You've been
Yeah,
out MIA, bro. I think you've been the low key one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
man.
true. I'm gonna update my name.
Low key G.
Yeah, because like
Low key C and
honestly,
low key G.
honestly, I'd say like at this point, I think Calvin's done more episodes than you, Marco.
Damn.
Yeah, I'd believe it honestly. That's kind of my pattern though. You know, I'm kind of the soft launch guy, and then as things get up and running, then yeah, there's more talented folks out there.
So just so that I don't skip myself, I am taking it day by day. Like holidays aren't that great for me, so I'm just kind of just taking it day by day, talking with friends. Like I've shared some stories with Calvin that's made it better, but it isn't the best of seasons for me. But I'm here for everybody else too, and that makes it okay. And I've had a pretty good week as far as collecting. My Mark 6 came in. My Aragorn came in this morning. So I woke up to that. Amazing figure.
Dude, nice.
Amazing.
Yeah, incredible, right?
Only one complaint. InArt, put the damn belts on the figures before you ship them.
That's what I've been
Like
hearing.
I know why they don't do it, because they don't want to go through what we went through. So, I get you. I see you, InArt. I see you. Yeah, cut that shit out.
That's been a common thing with them too, right? Didn't they do that with the
Batman?
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's what I've heard. Yeah. Okay, gotcha.
Feezy, that Battinson, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I got bad hands. Battinson took me about 45 minutes
To put the belt on.
to get his damn belt on.
It really took you 45 minutes?
Yeah, man.
Wow.
I told you my hands.
You
are
did.
bad.
You did. You're right. My bad. I think I
sure-
just had all the practice I've got with Iron Man and putting in them punk ass little ass batteries over the years.
Yeah.
Dealing with small,
Yeah.
finite
Yeah.
spaces. I guess it's worked out for me.
Oh, that was another 45 minutes last night getting those stupid things. Yeah, it really makes you wonder. It's like, well, you know what? Maybe I don't need this light up function.
Nah,
Just
not
leave
for-
these
not
damn
for
things in the
everyone.
box.
But it's good
And
though, you've got an easy excuse when you're late somewhere. It's just like, sorry, I was putting a belt on my doll. It took me about 45 minutes, so
Yeah.
no big deal. But
Yeah.
see,
been
we'll
pretty busy
understand that.
lately.
I hear Marco's advice and just take it from me. Don't say that shit in public, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't say that. Only
you-
if you're going on a stream. That's why you're late to a stream.
Yeah.
Not in public. Yeah, I gotta
We
fix
can
the
we
belt
can
on my-
accept that, but don't go out in public like, yeah. So I was with my doll and putting on the belt. Yeah, not a good look.
Yeah. You definitely don't want to say it. You were putting the batteries in your doll, so don't say that.
Yeah, I put the
That-
batteries in my
that as
doll.
well.
It took a while.
No wonder my coworkers did not invite me out to lunch on the last day.
Yeah.
No wonder.
Mystery
Tell them
solved.
about my dolls, and then
Yeah.
got the cold shoulder.
And Aragon was he was up there because I kept making mistakes. Like I get the loop on, and I was like, wait, this looks weird. And I look back at the instruction, I'm like, yep, I forgot the loop. Got to take it all the way off again. Like, damn it. Then I broke one of the loops.
No.
Oh, that's another thing. InArt, Hot Toys, use better glue. Because all I did, I was just sliding the belt through. I was sliding it through the hole, and it just went boop. Did you catch that, Marco?
He's like, yeah, got it. Yeah.
Sometimes
I mean?
it does pop out, but it's fine. It happens to
I
all
just heard it.
collectors.
I ain't touching that one. I'm gonna leave that alone.
I'm just gonna
Put
leave
that right up there with the chicken breast story.
Yeah.
All right, so let's see. Let's get started with some figure. There's been a lot happening, and since we haven't been on, I tried to pick some things that hopefully we would want to talk about. But if no one wants to talk about it, that's perfectly fine. This is a safe place. So I'm going to start it off with one that I like.
Okay,
That's this
next.
guy.
No, I'm joking.
So this is Hot Toys Captain America, the Winter Soldier, the 2.0 version of it. You guys know anything about this?
Yes, sir.
How do you feel about it, Feezy?
It looks cool. It's definitely an upgrade, I think, from the previous one, which I have. I have the 1.0, but it's not. I don't think it's worth justifying buying this one. For me personally, I'm cool with my other one. I know the other one, the 1.0, has its issues, just like the fat suit underneath the padding, which kind of makes his arms kind of stick out, like like what's his name, Randy from A Christmas Story. But I know there's mods that you can do where you can take that off and cut some of the padding off to kind of get his arms to sit at his side. But otherwise, it's still a pretty good figure. Not to mention the fact that 1.0 has like the metal die-cast shield, and that I got the 2-pack, so it has the civilian Steve Rogers. But the head sculpt is definitely an upgrade on this one here. I think it still is an improvement, except that third mouth plate that everyone's talking about, which I'm sure you'll get to. But yeah, the proportions look good. The extra, the tailoring on the clothing is better. So I think for those who don't have one at all, this is a good addition to their collection. I think, yeah.
Agreed. Like I think this is probably, like you said, for people who have like you have the 2-pack, it's probably not a big enough upgrade for them. But for someone like me, who I thought my only cap was going to be the end game cap, then they come out with this bad boy. Now I know that I'm going to have to get this guy. So, Calvin, are you with us?
Yes, I'm here.
How do you feel about this cap?
I'm happy for everybody to get a 2.0 that didn't have a chance to get the original or the exclusive. This is a pass for me, as I got the exclusive, because I'm continuing to try and finish that in-game line. If they would stop adding things to it, that would help. But I think it looks good. That face sculpt is amazing.
Yeah, but like Feezy was saying, one of those faceplates is it's interesting to say the least. Marco, what do you think?
Yeah, I really like this one. And I'm glad that they're kind of going back to this era of movies, which I know wasn't that long ago, but I feel like it was just kind of like right when the MCU was really hitting its stride. I feel like this was like a really great time to be someone who enjoys movies. And I wasn't in the figure game at this time, so definitely didn't have a shot at this iteration of Cap. And then obviously they redid that end game version with the Thanos gauntlet, which was cool, and I definitely considered trying to get that one. But
Wait,
in
they
terms
did?
of they did, yeah. So the stealth suit, because he shows up. I think they're Feezy. You'll know this specifically, but when they're in the ship, right, when they're going to get Thanos in the beginning,
Yeah, in the
he's
beginning,
wearing
yeah.
this suit.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, so
I just showed it to you the other day.
You did, didn't you?
Yeah. That's why Hot Toys did an exclusive, and they branded it Endgame because of that, because of what Marco mentioned.
Okay.
Yeah, he was just in the beginning of that movie.
Okay, cool.
So they could have
yeah.
easily kind of like repackaged that and said, okay, here's a new base, but like they've gone with a new sculpt, which I think looks good. I know not everyone is a fan of this sculpt, but I think that's Steve Rogers right there.
Yeah.
So not a ton of innovation, but I think like a really cool package, not crazy expensive given the cost of these things these days. And I think like I like that base, and it's a good companion piece to that Black Widow artisan that they just put out, or they just put up for pre-order. So yeah, I'm just a fan of them revisiting this, and I'm sure this is not going to be the end, right? I'm sure they're going back to the first Avengers film, and maybe even like Age of Ultron and all of those eras. But I think this is a really strong release, and definitely one that I want to add.
I need a Thor. So they can go back. I'm good with that.
Yeah, I
But-
have
The one
no
with the
doubt.
wig?
Huh?
I said, you want the one with the wig from the first movie?
No, not necessarily that one. Just I just don't want. I want almost anything other than that Love and Thunder one,
That
which
one
I
does
think he
look
looks
cool,
good.
right?
He
Yeah, it
looks cool,
cool.
but he's very busy. He's very busy.
You know they're
He's
going to
very
do an
busy.
artisan Thor from probably Avengers at some point here, so that'll
They
probably
have
be
to.
the one to get. Yeah, it's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
And we
they
know
went
we're
back
already
to-
getting
Go
the,
ahead,
the
Feezy.
Winter Soldier, right? They teased that as part of this line as well, so that's coming. But
There you go.
yeah, they may do another artisan Thor, like Marco was saying. But that the Love and Thunder one is pretty good because it has interchangeable arms. That's the one I got because I didn't have a Thor at all, so I wanted to add one to my collection. But that one was
Oh,
pretty
you
good.
have him?
Yeah, the Love and Thunder one. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. How does he fit with like your other figures?
I don't mind it at all because you know me. I don't mind mixing and matching my figures. So I mean,
yeah.
because for example, the Guardians, right? I have a mix mash of different Guardian figures from the different movies, so that I don't have all just like one line. But that's just one example. It's just so I mean I think he looks good, man. He looks great. He's just sitting. He's part of my end game shelf, so he's in there.
Nice.
Somewhere on the other side of the world, Joel is like blasphemous.
Yeah, he
Oh,
is.
yeah, he's rolling over in his seat.
Yeah. He's hitting pillows right now.
Yeah. Damn it.
Yeah.
Only thing
This
I
guy.
gotta complain about is that third faceplate. That's gonna stay in the box. If that ships, that's staying in the box. That third one over there on the right, on Cap, that's gotta go. That's gotta go. One thing that intrigued me. Oh, go ahead, Calvin.
I was going to ask, isn't that their forte? They always give us 3 mount plates, and it's always 2 out of the 3 that are the good ones. They always fuck it up on one across the board.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh no, go ahead, Feezy.
No, I was gonna say like that. The one that came with the brown suit Wolverine, that one that looked all like the Terrifier.
Brown
What do you
suit
think about this one?
Wolverine.
Yeah, the brown suit one of Wolverine.
89 Batman. I mean, the list goes on.
Yeah.
Oh wait, let's see. Let me check the chat real quick here. We got Ren's Talentino. Merry Christmas, everyone. Merry Christmas to you, my friend.
Merry
That guy's
Christmas, bro.
amazing.
Yes.
And we got Brick. Hit that
my
like
dude.
button, everyone.
Whatever.
Yeah, that's something that we probably should have said, Marco. Is to hit the like button.
It's a good point.
We're always professional here. Then we got Clinton Martin. Martin.
What
Howdy,
up?
folks.
What up, sir?
All right. So now, Hot Toys always seems to like to do that comparison, which I understand why they're doing it. They're trying to show you what they've done to improve, but sometimes it's like, yeah, look how bad this one is compared to our new one. It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, man, don't like shame the first one. Like, you still did it. You know what I mean? Like, I just kind of get that feel. Maybe because I playing games like Madden or NBA 2K. It's like every time their latest version is the best until the next one comes out. And when the next one comes out, they're like, yeah, look at this shit that we did. Look at that. Look, you got to get the new one. So it just feels like that to me. I don't know what you guys think.
No, I think I mean, they are compared, but again, like this, the difference is what, like, well, I forget when this last one came out. It was like more than 5 years, 10 years, something like that. Right? I can't remember what. It's been a minute. I forgot the year that the 1.0 was released, but I think they're probably just kind of showing their improvement over that one because of just technology. I mean, we've mentioned this before, right? Just they get better themselves, just like any manufacturer of any other consumer product. They're kind of just showing like, hey, look at where we're at now, type of thing. It's kind of, I've mentioned this before multiple times. It's kind of like getting putting stills of games. You're talking about games, right? You compare like a PlayStation 1 with a PS5 graphics, from then and now to see how they compare. So I think that's probably what they're doing here, just kind of see how they improve themselves.
See, Feezy is the nice guy here. He's like, politically correct. I'm the angry one. But before we go any further, we have our last guest of the night.
Ooh.
We have Press X to continue. Mr. Christopher, how are you, sir?
Oh my God, it has been an ordeal. My wallet, my emotions. I was on the subway coming back from the comic book shop, had a great time, and then the subway broke. And so,
oh no.
Like, that's a thing that happens?
That is the subway literally, they're like, we're having signal problems. I'm like, what do you mean you're having signal problems? And it's like, yeah, we're having signal problems, and we made it, so far. And then they're basically like, everybody get off the train. It's like, well,
Damn.
We're doing shuttle buses. I'm like, no, I'm too pretty for that. Went outside in the snow looking for an Uber. I'm like, oh hell no! And there's snow everywhere, so it's just
my God.
It's an absolute winter wonderland mess outside. I love this time of year.
What part of the world are you coming in from?
I'm this is Boston. So,
Boston. Okay.
Yeah, when the train works, it works.
Yeah.
But otherwise, garbage fire. Absolute garbage fire. But yes, how is everyone doing?
Good.
Good to meet you, sir. Hey,
Yes.
you, next time I'm on the East Coast, you're gonna be like, man, the hell with these trains. I think I'm cool.
Yep. You get on the MBTA, you might not make it off. You just may not.
I forgot it snowed today.
They take off by themselves. Sometimes it has gotten better. It has, but for a quote unquote world class city, we need to work on mass transit just a little bit. But we'll get there. We'll get there.
Good to hear.
Marco Jose says you're still low.
Yeah, it might just be my voice too. Like I feel like Feezy was saying people are getting sick. I feel like I might be there. So hopefully one good night's sleep will knock whatever I'm dealing with out. But yeah, my voice is starting to go. So I'll try my best to yell. But
Gotcha.
You're not getting a lot out of me today. Not a whole lot of animation.
Oh, I'm gonna get something out of you right now. You want to talk about what Clinton said here?
Yeah. Whoa.
I like the
Excuse me.
I like the comparison photos. It shows how much different they are. It's hard to see and tell sometimes without the side by side. Yeah, I'm a big fan of these comparison photos. It's obviously a slap in the face when you've got the original one, right? There's no getting
that's all
over
I'm saying.
that. But it is kind of like, hey, you know what? This was the artistry that we had back then. Here's how far we've come. This is how much better, and this is why it justifies a spot in your collection. So I'm a fan of these. But if you've had this figure for a while, okay, you could just acknowledge that they're improving. If you just got the figure like the Mando, I think that's what rubbed people the wrong way, right? With the Crow Mando when it came out, it's like, we just got the best
one. That situation, unfortunately.
You're about to have it again with the DX19 and the Batman.
I went through the Crow Mando situation. Oh yeah.
Yeah, me too. Mm-hmm.
You get Mando in hand, you're all excited for it. You're like, this is great. Go to the comic book shop and you go, this is crap. This is great. Oh God, how have I made such a bad choice in such a short amount of time? Like, what the hell? Like, mine just looks like garbage compared to the new hotness, the shiny new hotness that was Chrome Mando.
It's sort of like to Clinton's point too. Even comparing the different brands, like I had the Hot Toys, the Batman, which I was totally fine with, still am totally fine with. He's in the Batmobile now. That's his permanent place. But once the InArt Batman came, like until you see the two side by side, then it's like, whoa, okay, yeah, this one is definitely different. Like you see the big differences in them, and you can see kind of like Marco, what we were saying earlier. It's like, why is this figure so expensive? And then you get it and you look at it. Oh, now I see. Now I get it. Yep. Because there is a difference. Not that the first one is bad. It's just different. They've improved it. They've got new tech and they used it, which I think we all want.
Oh, no, I was going to say, I'm almost to the point where I was like, who's the guy on the left? Well, like the proportions are different. He's short. His pants are a little too baggy. I don't know if you'd see America's ass in this.
You're definitely not seeing that.
So
even the skin tone too, right? Like it's like such a night and day. One looks like a doll. One looks like an actual person in a lot of ways.
Yeah, it's like his brother or something, just kind of, it's like, hey, here's my brother. We come from the same mother, but clearly I'm taller.
Stunt double.
Exactly.
The cowl's a different color too.
Yeah. My concern is he looks like he just got off a horse. Like he's been riding a horse for a long time. And I'm like, what's going on with your legs, man? Hey, Feezy, you want to take a crack at what Clinton just said here?
Sure. He's saying, Clinton Martin saying, it's like the Mantis head sculpt update. The first one was fine and no one questioned it. Then they showed the updated one side by side, and what a huge difference.
Mm-hmm. Bingo.
Absolutely. I think when this first came out, when the first, 1.0 came out, or when this iteration of it came out, people were over the moon because, oh my God, it looks so lifelike, until you see something that's better. In which case it's like, oh, well, again, Chrome Mando situation. This is garbage and this is amazing. But you think for a split second that you got the definitive figure, the definitive representation on your shelf. Yeah. Only to then be told a few years later, well, here's the update. You don't have to get it, much like the Darth Maul earlier this year. You don't have to get it, but it is better than what you currently have. It has to be.
Renz has a good take on this too. It's you versus the guy she told you not to worry about.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, so I think let's see.
Let me say this. Cat Williams said it years ago. A Chrysler 300 did look like a Phantom until a Phantom pulled up.
There you go.
Yep. Bingo. And there's nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it.
No.
I am interested in this base though, because it's magnetic. Now, Feezy, out of all of us, I'm sure you would know, because you are my facts guy. Will this be the first time Hot Toys has done a magnetic base?
No, actually, the Artisan Scarlet Witch will be the first. I'm sorry, the Black Widow. I always get those names. The Black Widow will be the first.
See, this is why I went to Feezy.
Yeah, but you guys know that. Yeah, I'm not the only one.
I know it now.
I will add though, the Joker, the Hot Toys Joker. I like that they use the peg though instead of the magnets. I think. I don't have it in hand yet, so I don't know, but I'm thinking that might work out better, just having the peg system on the base instead of the magnets. I don't know. I just feel like it'll be a little more stable. But on the other hand, I know, if there's a lot of enough tension or pressure put on that peg that could crack over time if it keeps kind of swaying side to side, and especially if it's a transparent peg rather than like a different type of material that's more opaque. So we'll see how that goes. I don't know, but I don't know. I just feel like you get a little more stability with having that peg in there. Well, we'll see. We'll see.
I mean, unless you're like just kind of waving it around, it should be okay.
Yeah.
Because it should be a solid tube. Like they'd be ridiculous.
Yeah, exactly.
Like they'd be crazy if they made it like hollow. That's not
Right,
smart
yeah.
at all.
No.
But let's move on here because there's a bunch of stuff. To this guy, I know he came out last week, but well, he was announced last week. But Mr. X, press X to continue. What do you think about this one?
It was something I really thought
Oop.
I really never see from Hot Toys. And I mean, I love the show. Actually, it took me a while to get into it, but once I, realized what they were doing with it, I'm like, oh, I can get down with this. And I love the way that you can see, his wrists, and he's got the gloves. There's so much attitude in this figure, and there's so much you can do with it in terms of posing. I mean, just look, and there you go, Oscar Isaacs. The man is beautiful. They finally somehow managed to get a hold of his face. Hopefully they'll do more than just this with it. There's talk, of course, of Poe Dameron, but I think the tailoring is a little, it could be a little tighter, and I'm probably in the finished product, it will be a little tighter, but from what I'm seeing here, it's like the full package, and Moon Knight fans should rejoice.
Marco, I'm going to ask you your opinion of this figure, but also, do you think this means we'll get a Poe Dameron?
Yeah, why not? Honestly, they've been pulling out all these graveyard figures, so I think it would make sense, right? And I think there's like an anniversary maybe coming up for Force Awakens. So yeah, I think that we have a strong likelihood of seeing Poe Dameron. I'd love that, honestly, because we were talking about Oscar Isaac as a Hot Toys collector, right? And he hadn't had a figure with his likeness that was official, and so finally they're doing him justice. But I think it looks great. This definitely is not one for me, but the next one, which I'm sure you'll talk about, that one intrigued me a lot more. But yeah, I think everything about this looks great, just not the iteration of the character that I would want.
Okay, that's fair enough. Feezy? Oh no, wait, Calvin, any thoughts?
Intrigued. Don't know if I would want to buy it. The fact that it comes with a scope that lights up. You all know I'm a sucker for lights, so that definitely has my interest. But looks great. Happy that they finally did, because I did not order that third party one. I was like, I'm cool, and I didn't even know if I wanted to go down this rabbit hole with Moon Knight. But as I've come to realize, every time I go to a friend's house and see their collection, it always makes me want to buy something in said collection that I don't have. And Philly got me with the original Moon Knight, so I need to stop going over people's house. I think that's the solution to that. But good figure, and I think they nailed the head sculpt though.
Yeah. Feezy, how about you?
Yeah, I actually ended up getting. I did get the Susu or the So-So third party. I know there's a couple out there, but I went with that one, and I actually thought it was good enough for the timing. I just wanted some representation. The suit I thought was pretty well tailored, and obviously for the price, you can't beat the price. And so, but I know people don't like hearing this, but for those that waited, they got this one, and whether they think that's better or not, and obviously that's all subjective. So, but I saved a little money, got that one, and I'll hold my thoughts off to the next one. I'm sure we're going to talk about. But either way, yeah, this Oscar Isaac head sculpt still looks good. I think the tailoring on this still looks as good as well. But yeah, hopefully the final comes out looking just as good. So, But yeah, overall it's a good looking figure for those who held off and didn't want to get the third party one and want an official licensed one. Yeah, this is a good option here.
Yeah, I have a question for PC and the panel. I think Ty and I spoke about this earlier this week. Is it Susu or So-So?
I've heard
I keep
both.
hearing different ways to pronounce it. So I was just curious if is there any definitive answer to it?
The definitive answer is that I've heard both as well, but Susu is more fun to say. So
That's and
just
I'm like,
depends what type of.
it's two O's. I could have sworn in kindergarten they were like,
Yeah.
ooh, right?
Ooh,
Yeah, that's how I was taught.
I have a feeling we're all probably putting the emphasis on the wrong syllable, but
That's right. Exactly.
I do think Susu is a hell of a lot more fun.
Yeah, I think I'm
Right.
just going to call it Susu from now on. Feezy, I have a question about your Susu version of this. I've heard some people saying that they've had some problems with it yellowing. Have you noticed anything with yours?
I haven't yet, although I don't expect it on a daily. So maybe I have to get up closer and see. But no, I haven't had any noticeable issues. But that could just vary depending on the environment, temperature, humidity, things like that, or direct sunlight. I know obviously the sunlight or any kind of lights with UV rays kind of will affect products differently. So, but I have mine in like a DIY shelf that's all covered in acrylic. So, maybe that could be what's saving it. I don't know, but yeah, no issues on mine so far. Knock on wood.
Okay, cool. Good to know. I mean, that's definitely good for you. Now, I think we all know what's next.
Yeah,
It's this guy. So, Feezy, let's stay with you. Your thoughts on Hot Toys Moon Knight?
So I'll try to save some for the others here, but I just want to say I didn't get the first one, even though people were just raving about how good that figure was, and I'm all about just good action figures. I love action figures. You can see behind me, just love like different scales, and so I always appreciate when someone makes a good action figure, despite the character or whatever the source material is, if it was good or not. Just good action figures, right? There's a lot of factors that go into it, and so I've just been hearing good things about it, and I was like, damn, I probably should have got that one. Looking at photos, I do agree. Some people were mentioning that it was a little too clean, that first one. So, needless to say, I got another opportunity to get one. I was able to lock one in, and so I did have some help. My man Calvin with the assist. I was able to grab him, but he was there to help me out, so I appreciate him on that.
Cool.
But yeah, no, I was able to grab one, and so I'm actually going to take the head sculpt from this and put it on my Susu. I think it's consensus, right? We're going with Susu. I'm going to put that on my Susu Mr. Knight, or Gentle Moon, I should say. And so, yeah, I'll have the best of both worlds there. I've got that covered.
Nice.
So, as far as Susu or Soso, we've got our resident fact checker says that he's always heard Soso is the correct pronunciation, but he's heard it both ways.
So
So we
intended there, yeah.
still, yep.
That settles that, huh?
Yep.
Yeah,
Now it's definitive.
And you call yourself a fact checker? Come on now.
Come on.
Oh, Ben Thomas Show. Welcome. Hey,
What up,
everyone.
man?
What up, bro?
All right. So let's see. Let's go to Marco. Your opinions on this piece.
Yeah, so I was with Feezy where I contemplated getting that original version. I thought it looked really nice, but it didn't have much. I always talk about contrast. I feel like with the Green Goblin figures, you saw that a lot too, where it's like if it's all just one glob of green or white, the figure's just less interesting to me. And I always thought it should have come with a head sculpt, even if it was like the wraps coming over, the exposed Oscar Isaac head. It's like he's such a big part of the character. It feels weird to have Moon Knight without Oscar Isaac representation. So when they announced this artisan, I was like, okay, here's kind of my second shot. If I really think that this is a character I want to add from a show that I was kind of lukewarm on. I thought it had 2 really incredible episodes and a lot of really mediocre to below average episodes. But yeah, I thought the sculpt was just so beautiful. And it's one that I was like, okay, I think I'm going to go for. And I was able to secure a pre-order for this. So it is a lot of money to spend on a character that I don't necessarily love or have a huge connection to, and one that we're going to definitely see again, I would assume, maybe in Avengers Doomsday or, other properties. But yeah, all that being said, I think this turned out really nice, and I'm glad that I had another shot at it, but I could understand folks that have the original version that feel burned by this one, but it's going to happen to all of us. Hot Toys is double, triple dipping on everything these days. So it's just kind of the nature of the game. Either you get it now or you wait until there's another version.
All right. Before we go to you, Christopher, Calvin, Jose has something to say. That wasn't a fact check. It was just sharing what I heard, but fine then.
Just Jose, you just know that I hold you at a higher expectation in life. Okay, so when I ask a question, I expect you to be like, "Is this 100%?" No questions asked. Done deal. So that's I got plenty of other guys for that shit. Come on now, I come to you for the answers.
I know Calvin knows he can't get a straight answer from me. He'd be like, "What do you think about this?"
Man,
Well, you could think about this in two different ways.
You and Danny, I'd be like, I'm not even going there. I need
That's
hard
right,
facts. God damn it.
Christopher, what do you think?
Ooh, what do I think? I think that actually something Marco just said really stuck with me. It's the idea that we're always after the definitive version of these characters, and nowadays that is constantly called into question. I have the Hot Toys '89 Batmobile. This coming Friday, my Jazz Inc. '89 Batmobile will arrive, and I think, that will be the definitive '89 Batmobile. But for how long?
Well, unless you're gonna buy a full size one, I don't know what the next level's gonna be.
We like to think that's going to be the end all be all. Like that's going to be it. You spend the money, you invest the money. These things aren't cheap, and so you put the money in. You make the decision, and you get the figure in hand. You're very proud of it. And the idea that it could be replaced by something better it's unheard of. And yet, here it is. We're looking at it, right here on the screen. He looks like he stepped right off screen. Look at that hair. Look at the curl. It's perfect. It looks like a person. And they do sculpted hair really, really well, but this is something else altogether. It takes it to another level, and it looks like a still from the show. And that is, and what we're looking at is not J&D. It's not something that costs $1,000. It's something that is relatively affordable. And unfortunately, it's limited. So it is the best of the best that you can get without breaking the bank. And if you have the one that came before it, you still have a great figure. You still have, the diorama piece that comes with it and all of that. You still have a really great figure, but I know that if I were in a position that if I had that figure and I saw this, now this is not, I don't have a horse in this race. This is not for me. I'm mainly a DC Star Wars collector. I got off the Marvel train for a hot minute because that's a slippery slope right there. But this right here is enough that, just having this on the shelf by itself would be enough to, satisfy my Marvel needs, because it just looks absolutely stunning. The wired cape, you got the hair. It looks, I could probably drill in and see the pores in his skin. It looks that good. So I think anyone who got their hands on this is in for a real treat. Now, whether this is the definitive Moon Knight and there won't be one that comes after this, that for whatever, maybe it'll talk. I don't know. It'll be a talking Oscar Isaac, Moon Knight.
Yeah.
It'll have catchphrases.
Silicone.
Exactly. It'll have a metal skeleton underneath that only you'll know about, because no one will ever be able to touch it. But for right now, this is the best one on the market. And if you got it, you're in for a real treat.
Cool. Thank you. Calvin, did I go to you for this one yet?
Sorry, I don't think you did, but
I don't think so either.
Happy for the guys that got it. Like Feezy said, I took my opportunity and was gonna, if I got it, I was gonna give it to him. I'm more than happy with my first one. So happy for everybody that got the Superman curls.
Yeah, I had actually sold mine, so I'm glad this one came back around, because like the first one now is going for like $390, so might as well grab this one. I was able to get this when they did their little thingy. Feezy, did you go for it?
I did. Yeah.
Were you able to secure them?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. If you said it before, I apologize, but my memory ain't so good.
No, I'll talk good. Yeah, I figured. But you got one as well, right?
Yeah, I got that.
Okay.
Marco, did you go for it?
I did, yeah, and I did say it as well. And just so you know, the guy below you is Feezy, and I'm Marco. Just to be a refresher.
All right, what did I say? What did I say?
No, I'm fucking around. No, but I did go for it, and yeah, this is one that again,
Mess
it
with
was
me
a
like
tough
that.
yeah, it's a tough calculus,
Meanwhile,
right? Because there's
the one that has a good memory, I'm sitting there like, he said that shit already. He said that shit too. Like, where we
Well,
at?
see, I remember
Echo.
Marco said it. But I had it in my mind how I wanted to phrase that question, and it did not come out right. So,
it's
anyway. So you
no,
got it,
Ty,
Marco.
I did get it. Yes, I mean I've
Okay.
got the pre-order locked in for sure, and
Yeah.
I have very rarely ever canceled pre-orders, but once Gigi hears of this coming, about a year from now, then we'll see.
Okay. All right. So, this one came out too. So, Christopher, I know you're not the Marvel guy, but any thoughts on Nebula?
Well, I think it's a damn shame that they haven't made the rest of the team. Actually, that's the one thought I have when I look at this particular, because this film was phenomenal. Guardians 3 was an amazing film. As I said before, it's like I wasn't crying, you were crying. It was so what they were able to do with it and the character development over 3 films it's really, really good work. I mean, I like this. I liked her character in the 3rd film. I just wish I would not jump into this line if I were collecting Guardians. Me personally, I wouldn't jump into this line unless I was confident that they were going to complete the line. You can jump in the line with the hopes that they're going to complete the line. A lot of it's hope. A lot of it's like, oh, if we don't buy a third-party figure and hope that Hot Toys makes an official version of it. In this case, you're buying Rocket, you're buying Cosmo, you're buying Star-Lord and Nebula. I hope they release Drax and Mantis. Why wouldn't they? But then it wouldn't surprise me.
That's my question. Why wouldn't they?
Why wouldn't they? But it wouldn't surprise me if they didn't. But overall, I think, it's a great looking figure. And see, she's like, why? Where are they? What's going on?
Where's the rest of them?
So I think it's a great looking figure, and from a really, really great film. So if I wanted that representation on my shelf, this would be a great set. I just wish I had the whole crew.
Yeah. It's hard when they don't release everyone. Like, I was so happy they did the entire Bad Batch, and amazed that they actually followed through on that. Calvin, your thoughts on Nebula?
Sorry, guys, I'm working. Pass me on this one for the moment.
All right, no problem. Feezy, your thoughts on Nebula?
Yes, sir. Yeah. This is another one I picked up because I don't, like I kind of hinted at earlier, I didn't have a Nebula in my collection. I know this is like the 2nd iteration, I believe. I believe it was the 2nd one. But I wanted to add her to the collection, to my Guardians figures, right? So I have her next to the Groot from Volume 1 and then the Star-Lord from Volume 2. So it's just all a combination of all. I don't think I was going to get them this whole set anyways. I enjoyed the movie, but I don't know. I just like the variety in the costumes. I personally wasn't one for having them all with the same costumes. I just kind of like the differences, the unique tastes and personalities for each of them. But this one was different because I didn't have a Nebula at all. So I just figured I'd get this one. But yeah, regarding the whole completing the collection, it's always a gamble, right? With Hot Toys, we don't know if they're gonna complete a line or not, because we've seen multiple examples where they haven't, and then we've seen some other examples where they have, or like at least did most of them, if not maybe for like a couple. So that's just kind of something we all have to kind of take a gamble on right when they come out with a new line. I'm like, all right, do we want to commit right now, or do we want to wait and see? But then the con to that is you'll have to kind of go backwards if some figures that were initially released were sold out. I know people had that with the Bad Batch. Some of those initial figures were hard to get. So it's always a gamble, right? It's up to each of us to decide how we're going to approach that and what's better for us. But all in all, this one's coming home. I like the way the colors pop on this one. I like the interchangeable arms, and that vest, that optional vest on there is cool too. So yeah, I'm picking up Nebula.
Yeah, there's one of the arms there. Calvin is adding his 2 cents. He just wanted a Drax. We also have Keith Lee. Welcome, sir. How are you? And Marco, before we go to you, or maybe we won't go to you because you just came back here and now you're picking on me. But you're calling me out for not paying attention. I mean, he was right. I wasn't. It just didn't come out right. It didn't come out right. Marco, your thoughts on Nebula?
First of all, if I wanted to pick on you, I'd keep talking about that hat. But my thoughts on no, it's a great hat time. Just kidding.
What the hell?
Yeah. Yeah, what the how? Oh damn! Yeah. Tis the season.
I am truly jealous because I don't have a hat like that. So that's what it comes down to. But no, this Nebula figure looks really cool, right? Like it's got a lot of awesome details. I'm with Christopher. I thought, the movie was incredible. But I think the only other figures that I'd want beyond the Drax that Calvin mentioned is like a artisan Gamora. And I know it's a different type of Gamora in that movie, but I liked that characterization of Gamora. And so even like the look with the maybe her hair was a bit more greasy, right? She was a little bit more grunge. I'd like a Gamora from that film. So I've got the Star-Lord, I've got Rocket and Cosmo, and then the other two I kind of felt like I could pass on because I'm not a full line collector. So it looks cool, but not for me. Last thing, I just opening this Bane. Now this is a figure.
Oh,
this is incredible here.
Yeah.
Nice. Wait.
Enhance. Yeah, there we go.
Look at that.
Like this,
dude.
this checks a lot of the boxes, honestly. Like he's a monster.
I'm gonna have to try and
Beast.
get him. Oh,
Look at
the
those
money.
details. Like they went all out for this one. So
Oh, the money, the money.
I love it.
Damn it.
I'm very happy.
Damn Aragorn.
Damn it. You got to, hard decisions have to be made.
Yeah. And so, again, shots fired. Thank you, Calvin. While Calvin is not able to really comment on the mic, let me just say that I just saw this movie like 2 days ago.
Oh,
So I'm going to leave it
Thoughts?
at that.
what'd you
Oh,
think?
okay. All right.
No, I liked it. I was told that it was, it was sad and it had its parts, but yeah, I was okay with it. Like I thought it was really good. I watched it with my son. We enjoyed it.
Nice.
Yeah. So let's move along. We're going at a nice pace here. Oh wait, before I do that, so this is what we have so far from Guardians. This is not all of them. Why isn't it all of them? Hot Toys, get to work. Like, why wouldn't they do Drax? They need to update him.
It's just a sad group photo. It's like they took the group photo early because they couldn't wait on the other two people. Like they're taking too long. Just take the photo.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't understand. Like, why start it and I mean, people have to love Drax, right? I mean, well, not have to love him, but he's got to be a favorite, right?
He's one of the best characters for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And in that movie, he really was.
Yeah. And imagine how much cooler this would look if it had Drax and Mantis in this photo.
Yeah. All right. So
Drax is in this. He's just moving so fast that you can't actually see him. Or his movements are so slow, excuse me.
nice.
Yeah.
And Calvin I will not tell them what I've just watched either, Calvin. No, I won't do it.
No.
And so Keith is saying it could be a licensing issue like the last time. Was that a problem with Batista?
I'm not sure.
I have no idea.
I didn't hear anything. It might be just like behind the scenes, but I don't know. I haven't heard anything.
Jose, if you're listening and you know something about this, just put it in the chat. So we can come back to that. Or actually, Keith, what happened before? What am I saying?
Jose, spill it.
Oh, Calvin is saying WWE rights. Fuck WWE.
Wow. Damn.
I mean,
can
I
see
like
that, yeah.
WWE, but hey, if they're causing us not to get a Drax, then fuck them. Okay. All right. I'm just saying.
Kind of like other sports figures, right? Where they have to pay the organization. and
Yeah,
the
for their
players or something like that.
likeness. Nah.
Yeah.
Well, but Drax is a character.
Yeah, but I think like as far as the whole likeness for what was his name in WD? I don't watch wrestling, but what was
Batista.
his alias? Oh, well, he just went by his
Batista.
name, Batista.
Yep.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Dave
Okay.
Batista.
Yeah, I'm not sure how that works, but maybe they own his likeness rights. I guess I don't.
All right, so Keith is saying the last one took a long time to be released. Okay. I have no idea. Oh, Jose doesn't have any idea either. But he's not under contract with them anymore, so maybe it's just a
Okay.
money thing.
Yeah.
Oh, well, we won't be answering that question tonight, so let's move on. All right. Anybody have any interest in this guy here? I know Calvin does. Anyone else want to, just jump in?
Yeah,
Marco?
I do have interest in this one because when it first was announced and it was all jointed up, I know some folks were excited by that, but to me, that wasn't Hot Toys. That was Mondo at best, right? So when they updated it, I was like, okay, this is because I love this character in the film. Another great Oscar Isaac role, right? I thought like that could make a really cool figure, and I think it did from all the pictures that I've seen. Is it Zord photography? You guys know what I'm talking about. The shoot's kind of on the gray backgrounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a
He's
person. I
appeared-
don't know if that's what you're talking about. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I want to make sure I was getting his
Yeah.
his channel name correct. But
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Gotcha.
no, he had some beautiful shots of this guy, and yeah, I think it turned out awesome.
Yeah, I think their best bet was to switch to like an actual costume, like, be Hot Toys. We're not looking for a giant $300 Marvel Legend. So, Christopher, I know we keep popping up Marvel for you, but any thought? I got some DC. I got some
Star
DC.
Wars. What the hell?
I got DC and I got some Star Wars for you. So just hang in there. So just suffer through this part.
No, I absolutely love this film. I mean, you think you watch Into the Spider-Verse, you're like, it can't get any better, and then it does.
Right.
Across the Spider-Verse, especially the way it ends. Holy shit.
Mm.
And if any figure wins for most improved figure of the year, it would be this figure. Because when I first saw it, I'm like, well, that was a choice, to put all those joints. That was a choice. And
bad one, but yeah.
Exactly. We all make really bad choices like that. And thankfully Hot Toys.
Like this hat.
I think that hat is fantastic.
I do too. The hell with Marco. But,
exactly. So I think where this figure started and where this figure ended up, I think they did right by the fans, and they did right by just what we expect from Hot Toys, and our expectations, managing our expectations. But really, it's not unreasonable to say, hey, Hot Toys, what you announced, that's not. Come on, you can do better than that. And we know they can do better than that because they've shown us that they can do better than that time and time again. They do updated head sculpts here and there, updated costumes, updated tailoring, 2.0s. So they are, they're at the top of their game, but they're only improving, and there's still room for improvement. So this figure turned out great, and anyone who gets it is going to have a ton of shelf presence because this is a big, big figure.
Oh, sorry. I gotta post this one first. Ty just leaves the comments up on the screen just to block my.
Unbelievable.
That's true.
Marco, you're still here. Oh my god.
No, it isn't.
Wow.
You were hiding.
Oh man. Oh, but Marco, would you like to read what Clinton said here?
Clinton saying, I was happy with my VGM 2099, but then saw the blogger photos of this and it looks great, but I'm concentrating on Star Wars at the moment. It's a good call. You've got to pick a lane. There's just too much stuff coming out. So
great call. And your thoughts on, wait, no. Did you give your thoughts?
unbelievable.
I've got too much going on here, Marco.
You do.
I'm gonna get my man the checklist.
This is why you can't go out of order.
Look, this
Ty,
is
you gotta
ADHD at its best. I told you I had this.
Just put like
Wait,
an X over our photos, like an X over,
There
each
you
one
go.
of us once we've
Yeah.
gone. It's just like, all right, you've gone.
Oh, damn.
Turn off our cameras each time after we go.
There we go.
I'm like, all right.
There we go. Yeah. All right. Now we got the right one at the bottom too. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh boy. So wait, did you or didn't you?
I'm still waiting for an answer, so I'm still waiting.
Yeah,
Here
I
we
don't
go
know.
again. So Zord Photography, who is Patrick. I definitely knew that. Great shots that I saw online, and really, if you didn't want this figure before, definitely don't check out his shots because you're gonna want them afterwards.
Okay. Now, Feezy, I know you
Yes,
didn't
sir.
go.
I did not.
Okay. And Calvin, I know you
No.
didn't go. I don't know if you're back fully
I
yet,
am
though.
back.
Okay, cool. All right, Feezy, go ahead.
Yeah, it's passed for me, just straight up, just because I'm not a fan of this version of Spider-Man in general. Like, I'm not. I mean, it is a unique costume, but just not one that I'm drawn to. So it was a pass for me. I actually just got this in 12 scale, so I'm good with that. You know, if it's something I don't get in 6 scale, then most of the time it's something I'll get in 12 scale because I'm still collecting both. So, but yeah, on the whole, the suit part, you know, I know you're not going to please everybody, right? I know we said this before because, yeah, a lot of people were kind of relating this to Mondo when this came out, but obviously there's people out there who collect Mondo, and yeah, you have Hot Toys, you have your expectation on what that should be, then Mondo, you have your expectation on what that should be, and then when they added this suit, I did see some comments of people saying that they preferred without the suit, right? Because there are those who like to articulate figures like really well. They don't want any restrictions, so they want to be able to have that capability. But then there are others who obviously don't like seeing the jointed look. And so I know either route you go, right? There's going to be some collectors who aren't going to be pleased. And so, but needless to say, I think a majority of 6 scale collectors preferred this look because last I checked, this was sold out like almost everywhere. So it seems like Hot Toys made the right decision in this instance, and people were happy with this one. I guess there was more collectors who preferred this, like some sort of suit over versus the jointed one. So either that or they didn't make there wasn't a high quantity, right? They didn't make a large number of these. So I don't know, whatever the case may be. Yeah, it seems to be sold out at most places. So good luck to those of you who wanted to get this and who don't have it and you want to get this. Hopefully whatever waitlist you get on converts. But yeah, it's passed for me.
All right, cool. Calvin, do you think this would have been as popular if they would have kept the visible joints in the body?
Not a chance. I think they got the backlash and was quick to pivot and made the adjustments that everybody was looking for. And I currently find myself as one of those individuals that Feezy just spoke of. I kept looking at it and I was like, okay, it's almost sold out. Yeah, I'll get to it. Didn't get to it. And then luckily I've been in the community long enough where I have some retailers who are friends and I can just at the last minute like, hey, by the way, can you give me one of those? They'd be like, yeah, sure. So I pulled that card the other day and he was like, yeah, I didn't order none. I was like, what you mean you didn't order none? He
Oh,
was like,
no.
I didn't order none. And he's like, and Sideshow's not giving anybody any either. And I'm like,
Yeah,
well, damn. So I currently find myself on the hunt for this.
Wow.
I'll keep my eyes peeled for you.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. So Ben says he personally loves joints, but not on a figure.
Yeah, yeah, I know that guy does. Yeah,
We're not talking about the hip joints that you be bending. We're not talking about that right now.
Damn. Okay. Keith is saying he's sure it's a small batch.
It is.
Yeah.
I did find one, but they wanted a nice hike in price on it. I was like, nah, I'm cool.
Of course.
Yep.
Some people didn't even know that Hot Toys updated the figure.
Okay. Maybe that they just wanted it regardless, so they just had pre-ordered it already, and I'm guessing he's saying that they didn't realize they added the suit to it. So, but it maybe didn't matter to them. I don't know. I can see collectors out there being like that, like you were, regardless, they're just a fan of this character or this suit.
What do you guys think about the effect here, the glowing effect that they added under UV light?
I think it's cool, but was it orange in the movie? I can't remember, or was it blue?
I have no idea.
I can't recall.
It's been a while since I saw that movie.
Okay, yeah. I mean,
I
we've seen
actually
them do
own
it before,
it.
right?
Yeah, they did with
the
Black
movie?
Panther.
Yeah.
They've done it several times in other figures. So, like I know I have a Spider-Man that has UV as well as the Black Panther. So it's a nice effect. Like I have a handy flashlight, black light in the room just for that reason, so I can shine it, to show it off. But um, if it wasn't done, I'd still be looking for it. It's not a selling point for me.
And Jose is saying, on a scale of 1 to 10, how high do you think Ben Thomas is tonight?
15.
I'm going to go with 20.
Wow. Yeah, him and that devil's lettuce be getting hold of him.
I could have used some of that when I was stuck on the goddamn subway.
Yeah.
Oh, geez.
I would have been okay.
Yeah. And
you're close to Canada, so reach out.
Oh no, it's legal here. You can get it anywhere. I can have it delivered.
Nice. Grubhub, yeah.
I bet that just took you back to
Yeah.
As soon as you said that, I just imagine you as Dave Chappelle, Thurgood Marshall. I'm like, place an order. Samson.
Yeah.
Oh, man. And Feezy, you want to read what Ben said?
That's probably for the best Ben. You're right.
He's saying, I definitely don't have a black light in this room. Too much nut. Relax, go nuts.
Oh man. So yeah, I don't know what else to say about that. But Head Sculpt, what do you guys think about that? You like it?
Yeah, I think it looks good.
I do. For being an animated figure, I think they designed that pretty well.
Okay. Feezy?
Yeah, I think it looks good. They did a good job of bringing, and obviously it's an animated version of a character, and sometimes that can be difficult to bring it like in a 3-dimensional an action figure. But I think it looks good.
Yeah, that base is also something too. Marco, you like the base?
I'm never a huge fan of these cardboard bases. Like, it looks cool enough, but I never see that as something that I will use. In this instance, maybe, but yeah, likely will stay in the box.
Yeah, they usually stay in the box for me too. Now, Christopher, we're moving to some DC action here.
My time to shine.
Your time to shine, my friend. All right, Hot Toys. It was a release, right? Of the Batman Armory.
Correct.
Like it's out now. So I have a beef, but Christopher, what do you think about this release?
Oh, it gets me that this is a power pose. I'm like, well, this is great that it comes with a statue, I guess, of Bruce Wayne. Could be worse. I like the armory itself, and I think that it's gonna make for one hell of a display. So if you're into the Dark Knights and you don't currently have an armory, then this is going to be really great pickup. And I think there's a lot you can do with this, especially given that it's got the extra suit that there's flexibility there. So if you're a Dark Knight fan, and especially, if you got that sick Bane that I just saw that I regret not picking up.
It's not too late. You gotta go get it. That
I may have to procure by some other means. This is fantastic, and it's lower on my list of priorities, believe it or not. When it comes to Batman, there's Keaton, there's the Burton verse, then it goes to forever, then it goes back to 66. So this is a little lower on my list in terms of Batman that I need to procure. Still on the list, but I'll wait. But I love that it's out there.
Okay, Calvin, what do you think?
I think it looks great. I had planned to pick this up, and then they came out with the other version again. I was like, oh, that's something I could just push further down the line and not have to worry about it now. With everything else that's coming in. So I've ordered the latest one that came out with Bruce Wayne in an actual suit as opposed to the power pose. But I'm loving the clear acrylic and the LED lights that comes with it. I think it looks really good.
Yeah, I definitely agree. My only thing is like having the DX19. Apparently, this one is an improvement over that DX19 as far as like the neck is thicker. Like it's more like the actual bat suit now. Yeah, I wish they would just get the stuff right. You know, come on, Hot Toys. Like, how many times do they have to do a Dark Knight?
My gripe is with the Begin suit, but
They could
I
not.
won't open that door.
Have they ever
Yeah,
gotten that
don't
right?
do that. Don't go there. Well, I'm sorry. What were you saying, Christopher?
I was going to say, have they gotten that right yet?
Absolutely not.
Because I know that with my Keaton 89, I went on and I got another cape that's being made. I went on to Kit and purchased the cape, but I shouldn't have to do that. I really, really shouldn't have to do that. We know what the cape looks like.
Yeah.
We know
apparently they don't.
like. They have access to these, to these assets. So you're right. Why can't they get it right or get it as close to right on the first try? And then later on say, oh yeah, this is actually, we got a little closer this time. It's like, yes, you did. Why couldn't you do this the first time around? But I guess it is what it is.
Feezy, why don't they show Batman Begins any love? And what do you think about this release?
That's a good question, man. I don't know why they're not. Are you talking about Hot Toys in general, or just any 6 scale?
Hot Toys.
Yeah. I don't know. It's interesting. We always hear about from on other channels and other interviewers talking about how in China, I think it started with Dark Knight. That's when the franchise became popular. I think it's starting with the Dark Knight, I believe, if I heard correctly, and not Batman Begins. And so I don't know. Maybe that's why, because that was kind of after the fact. But I would think, it's still part of the whole trilogy, so they would go back and show them some love. But yeah, I don't know. It's Hot Toys doing Hot Toys. I don't know what's going on over there. But this is something I'm not picking up. That's something I never liked this suit personally. This one here from the Dark Knight, if I had to get any of them, I think it would be Begins. But not this. The Bale Batman suit is not one for me, so I'm not picking it up regardless. But the armor, it was just too much. It's too much of a space hogger for me personally, so it's a pass. I haven't really been following too much on this either, so I'm not sure what. I think there was some controversy, but I didn't hear what that was.
Yeah. All right, Marco, what do you think?
Anything from the Dark Knight trilogy, I'm going to be interested in, and so obviously when they announced the Dark Knight Armory, that's the superior version, but this is awesome too, and I desperately want both, and if I get both, I would put the DX19 suit in this armory, utilize this suit that comes with this as kind of like my updated Bale Batman, and then we'll just see how the Dark Knight Armory comes out. But yeah, it's an incredible piece, honestly. Like, it's cool that they're giving us a chance to own this and the Dark Knight Armory again as well. It's just showing a lot of love to this franchise that is one of the best franchises of my lifetime. I think the Power Pose figure always kind of looked not great, even from the original concepts, and it's definitely degraded some. But overall, I can't complain too much with this package, just because, I don't know, there's a lot of really nice things and a lot of big improvements on the actual Batman suit itself.
Yeah, because they've altered this head sculpt on the statue, didn't they?
Well, yeah. I mean, the head sculpt is definitely, it looks different, right? So it's not as sharp, but it never looked great to begin with. It was never their strongest sculpt, yeah. So I think what we're getting is fairly close to the prototypes, but some degradation for sure.
Yes, indeed. All right.
Question on this.
Yes.
I've heard some people call it a 2.0. Again, I haven't really been following it, but is it a direct 2.0, or I thought I saw the previous version? Didn't that come with like a suited Bruce Wayne, or no? Am I mistaken on that? Or is that a different version?
They showed a prototype of this Dark Knight Rises armory with the suited Bruce Wayne and a cane. I think they
Okay.
had that floating around at some, but I don't think that a Dark Knight Rises armory was ever released. I think just the
Oh,
Dark
okay.
Knight armory. That's what I understand at least.
Okay.
Oh, so this. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Oh no, so this is the first time we're seeing this version of the armory then, with this Bruce Wayne.
I think for official release, yes.
Oh, okay, gotcha, got it. Okay.
Well, I mean, it looks nice, but I think I'm with Calvin. I think I want the other one, because they announced this one first, then the other one. I was like, oh, I think I'll go for that one because I like the Dark Knight better than Dark Knight Rises. But let's see. Here's one for you, Christopher.
Oh my gosh.
There they are.
Oh
There
my
they are.
gosh. It's not Batman unless they're nipples. Yes, that's how this works.
So
Staring right at you.
I'm just going to be a host. I'm just going to be a host here and just pass it along, you guys, and go for it, Christopher.
I mean, this I appreciate, Batman and Robin. I don't love Batman and Robin. So this is actually pretty low on my list of figures. Now, as I said on Best of the Best last night, that if they release Mr. Freeze, I'll buy that. If they release a Poison Ivy, I'll buy that. And if I end up buying those two, then yes, I'll probably end up getting a Clooney Batman because I have the Old Housekeeper. If you're familiar with the old Housekeeper from Mars Toys,
Love the
would go
figure.
quite well with this Clooney Batman, as he does with the Kilmer Batman, as he does with the Keaton Batman. So it's all connected. It is all connected, and it was certainly a time. But I think this figure turned out great. I think the parts of Clooney that you can see, the chin apparently is the part they paid for because we don't get a head sculpt. So I think that part turned out great. So this figure is on the list, and if I can make room, if Hot Toys doesn't come in with something else that I simply can't live without, then this will absolutely come home because it's a great piece of film history. I think the suit looks great. I do think that Clooney was a really good Batman. I think it was a better Bruce Wayne, but I do think I love the fact that this exists.
All right, fair enough. Marco, your thoughts?
Yeah, I'm really shocked that they're actually putting this up for pre-order. I thought they were showing the prototypes just to kind of flex and fuck around a little bit. And I never would have thought that these would go up for pre-order based on how I think the Batman Forever figures did. I don't think that those did particularly well. I own the Batman and Robin. I think that they're really beautiful looking figures, not very posable. But I think that's kind of where I have to stop because although, I've seen this movie plenty of times, it's just a really imperfect film. I don't necessarily love Clooney as Batman, but I'm sure maybe if I went back, I'd have a little bit more nostalgia for his iteration. I'm not a huge fan of this version of Batman. I do think the Robin looks really cool, though. I always liked that red suit. I think Dean said earlier that it looked kind of like Nightwing was kind of the design. I'm, again, just really shocked that we're actually getting this, but happy for anyone like Eddie that really, really loves this movie to be able to add it. And we'll see how it does, but it's definitely, they're releasing it because I guess they have information that it's going to do semi-well, but it's not one that I would have bet on it coming out.
Yeah, he's very thigh positive in this photo
Yeah,
here.
those thighs are real far apart. What's going on there?
He's pro
There
thigh.
is something going on there.
He was riding a horse, yeah.
That's right.
Calvin, what do you think about these thighs?
That's I'm about to drop it off in your drawers pose right there. That's what that is. With the nipples showing.
Yeah. Paint
Let's
me
just keep it real.
Yeah.
Are you picking this up?
I think everybody here knows I'm a huge Batman fan.
Mm-hmm. As am I.
As far as Batman goes, and I love George Clooney as an actor. There's not too many dudes out there that I'm jealous of, and that man just gets finer as he gets older. And I'm like, damn, can I get a little bit of that as I get older with that distinguishment?
Damn, he said he got finer. Okay, Calvin.
I gotta give it to the man. Look, respect is where it's. I give it where it's due.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
You won't hear me say that. Now you know me, Marco. I will not say that often. You
That's
know
why
I
I
won't
was
say
shocked.
that.
I was like, damn, Calvin, all right.
I gotta give it to Clooney. All
All
right.
right, fair.
With that being said, when he was in this suit, I felt like that might as well have been Dr. Ross from ER. He was not Batman in no way, shape, or form. He never did anything with the voice. I didn't feel anything imposing on him. There was nothing. It was like he wore the suit, showed up with the credit card, tried to pull him some, tried to get some poison ivy,
Oh, sure.
and then went home and then saved Alfred. That was it. I didn't feel like he ever really did anything with the character. As far as aesthetic wise, this looks like it would be great on the shelf. I know me. If I get this, I gotta get the Robin. If I get the Robin, and I know Jazz Inc. I know Dio's gonna drop that 97. God damn it, I don't need another car. I really don't need another car. So that being said, I'm just gonna block myself. I'm gonna do like I did with the 66 line. I kept myself out of that line, not knowing I wouldn't want to get that car. I told myself I was gonna do the same with the 22, and I think we all know how that turned out. Because now I have not only the figure, I think I have everything but the Bruce Wayne figure for that. So I'm going to go ahead and keep myself out of this. Now, if they can give us this, why the hell couldn't I get the '89 computer that
God
we saw, that I saw in person? I saw it at SDCC 2 years ago, and they refused to give it to us.
It might be coming, Calvin. They've released.
No, mine's coming. I bought a custom one, so I already paid the bill on that one.
That's
So mine's
right.
coming anyway. But damn, Hot Toys, y'all could have did me better than that. Now you guys are gonna give me this nipple shit. Come on, now I'm upset.
Calvin Jose is saying you got a huge man crush on Clooney.
Who
I
doesn't?
think that's well established.
Who doesn't have a huge man crush on Clooney? It's
I'm-
Clooney.
You're not wrong.
What's is it out of sight? Let me-
Oh, J-Lo?
What happened?
Oh, did we lose Calvin?
Maybe.
I think it's talking about the movie Out of Sight.
I did. My
With,
bad. I moved my screen.
oh, okay.
I said, "Love me some J Lo," and damn, I think he had her on one of the finest films with Out of Sight. So it's more of a jealousy thing. Like, damn, that boy had J Lo.
Who has
This is true, but 97 J Lo was a special. That was that fine wine year. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt about it.
Feezy, you get this?
Just a little jealous.
Yeah. There was also Money Train, J-Lo, don't forget.
I wasn't gonna go there, but round two. If I ever put that movie on and it's before that 40-minute mark, I'm watching the rest because was it about 41 and a half, 42? Round two's about to go down, so best believe I'm about to finish this film. I know that too well.
He knows the timestamps.
Hey, hey, Wesley Snipes was like, "Yeah, I got your blade."
Yep. All right.
Oh, man.
Yep.
That was a good one. Yeah, this is going on my list of Batman figures that I'm not getting, or my least favorite suits. Yeah, there's another one. I'm with Marco and Calvin on this one. Just more nipples than I need on the bat suit. But no, like I said before, there's like on my other streams, there's something out there for everybody. I know this movie has its fans. It's not the greatest, but it still has its fans, and kudos to those who are excited for this, right? Who are both 1/6 scale collectors and like this movie, or just Batman fans in general, right? For those hardcore Batman fans who want all the Batman. So yeah, I'm sure they're stoked, they're excited. They're out there, I'm sure. But yeah, it's a pass for me.
Yeah. Yep. So we're going to wrap really quickly here, but before we do, I did promise Christopher we had some Star Wars, so I got to do that. Do this real fast, and then we'll wrap it up.
There he is. There's my boy. Those boots were made for walking.
And that's what they're gonna do. Yeah.
What is
Those
that?
look
Velvet?
uncomfortable as hell. Those are not walking boots.
They're magnetized. I mean, they could do anything. Maybe. I don't know.
True.
We'll see.
This dude is hitting the corner like, yo, where's my money at? That's what this dude is doing.
Wow.
with that fur cloak over his shoulders.
I absolutely love this design. When I woke up and first thing I do, grab my phone, open Instagram, and my Instagram knows you want to see Hot Toys. Showed me this, and I was over the moon. Saw it was exclusive. Heart just dropped. It just sank, and I'm like, oh, okay, I got to fight for this one. And I managed to got in the queue and was on my computer, was on my phone, computer, like your number 800 and something. Opened my phone, it went right to the page to purchase it. I'm like, oh,
nice.
Okay. I was in and out. I was in and out by 102. It went up to 101. I was out at 102. I had $171 in like sideshow points. Ooh. So I applied all that to this. So I think at the end of the day, I ended up spending $115. So
nice.
It was everything that I could have hoped for, that I would have hoped for the Artisan Anakin drop that I missed out on. But this one I managed to bag. So I'm happy about this one. Still salty about Artisan Anakin. But yeah, I love this trooper design.
You and me both.
It's funny that he popped up just as I was thinking about him, because like you, Chris, Philly got that magic touch where he was able to just get right in and get the figure without having to wait in line. So congratulations to you both.
And Leia was talking about errors. I'm like, oh, this is stressing me out. This is really stressing. I didn't get any errors. I did get the email from Sideshow at 105.
They love sending shit late. I can't stand that shit.
Yeah.
It's like 105. I'm like, I'm already done.
I don't rely on those anymore. Yeah.
Our business is concluded. But no, I'm so happy. I'm so happy that this figure was finally released because I'm a trooper guy. I love unique trooper designs, especially from I mainly collect the films, so 1 through 6 and Rogue One and Solo. So if we can get more troopers, I still need a patrol trooper. So if someone knows of a good patrol trooper out there, please feel free to hit me up. But troopers, it's one of those things I think you should always be able to get them. Just standard stormtroopers, clone troopers. You should always be able to get, troopers because you're army building. I would have purchased 2 of these if I could have, but it was limited to 1. I'm like, how many times do you see just 1 stormtrooper hanging out? You want a legion of them. You want a squad. You want all those things. But I'm happy I got 1. I'm thrilled. So I can't wait for him to show up and whenever he shows up.
So, Feezy, do you think that the reason why it's just so exclusive and like limited numbers because they don't have a lot of confidence in this figure selling?
No, actually, my initial thought, that could be it, but my initial thought was that they're going to come out with some variation later on, right? Because is this the first time we've seen this trooper? I'm not a huge trooper collector, so I'm not sure, but is this the first time we've seen this version?
That's the first time he's been up for order. I know it was in the graveyard for ages, but he's from Solo.
Oh, okay, so. Right, yeah. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I did see that, but I wasn't sure if there was like a previous older version before. So I don't know, maybe because it's unique enough, which I really liked. I really like how cool this one looks. But I'm thinking they may come out with a different iteration, like they did recently with the what was that other exclusive one that they just teased that had others in the background, the Black Stormtrooper or the Black Trooper. Where people were excited for. And it just came out. I'm already forgetting. I think so. Was there another one?
There's a Shadow Trooper, Death Trooper.
There was another exclusive one, and then people were. There was a photo with
Jedi
3 of them.
Survivor, right?
I think that's what it was.
Okay,
yeah,
Herd Trooper,
yeah.
Herd Trooper Commander. Yes,
there you go. Thank you. That's what it is. Yeah, how that one was exclusive, but in other photos they showed 2 other ones, and then also we're all speculating that Hot Toys is going to come out with those other versions with the different weapons. So I think I didn't look through all these photos, so I don't know if there was a tease, but I'm thinking there may be some other variants that will probably be widely released, and this one specifically is the exclusive one. I don't know what would be different, but that's what my initial thought is. Ty, there to answer your question on why they made this one exclusive.
They probably won't give him those fabulous boots. They'll probably just give him regular boots.
Yeah,
and because I think I've seen this character associated with Andor Season 2.
Oh,
so
okay.
If anything, we may get it here in the next year when Andor Season 2 drops, and all of a sudden these guys start showing up because it's a great design. They just may not give him the magnet boots because he doesn't need them when he's just walking around town.
Yeah. True that.
But magnet boots are cool.
But the magnet boots are fantastic.
Yeah, they look cool. Yeah, those look cool.
I gotta admit, I had no idea who this guy was because I've never watched the Solo movie and never will. But
it's a fun movie. It's a
Yeah,
fun
I liked it. Yeah,
Star
I
Wars
liked
movie.
it. Yeah.
I got to take your word for it.
Yeah.
Like reading Rainbow, but you don't have to take my word for it. Dun, dun.
Like I have strong feelings about that Solo movie. Like I don't believe it needed to be made. Me, I'm a
damn.
Harrison Ford guy. He is Solo. I don't want to see all this other mess. But
Oh, damn.
Clinton says that this was in the graveyard for like 6 years.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
I think it was
Damn.
announced in like 2018 Comic-Con.
Holy shit.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I also want to say that I don't have a problem with people who do like it. You know, it's just that me personally, I don't want anything to do with it. But Calvin, thoughts?
No thoughts. Didn't
All
want
right.
it. Didn't get it. Moved on.
Oh,
Marco?
right? Yeah.
No, I think it's an awesome design, and this is one that I had like limited interest in. I didn't love the Solo film either, but because there's so much stuff coming out, it's like this is one I've got to let go. Although it's going to be like a really cool, unique design. So, yeah, you got to make hard choices sometimes.
Christopher, can you see what Clinton said?
Let's see. Magnet boots. This should have come with magnetic base. This would have been amazing. So imagine the base they gave to that Mythos style Vader that Hot Toys released, which the base can actually tilt and stuff like that. If this has magnetic boots, if they'd given it like a train type base that could tilt, otherwise, why give it magnetic boots? You know, unless the magnets are just a gimmick, but it would have been fantastic, and that was a missed opportunity. Still can do it, but that would have been amazing if they could have given it a base that either is on an angle that is already tilted, but basically give us a reason for having the magnetic boots, you know, because on the train it made perfect sense. It's the train heist. They were walking across the train, it was moving, the train is tilting from side to side on all these angles, so it made sense that they had magnetic boots. Give us a base that reflects that instead of your standard, you know, Star Wars base. And I may have to have a base made for this because, again, magnetic boots.
So is there a picture, like Clinton says, have you seen the pic of this fig standing sideways on a car?
Yeah. Yeah, I saw that. That was pretty cool.
I've not. No, wow.
I missed that one.
I don't know if that was real or not, though.
Oh, probably not. Let's see any more photos of this guy. Oh, yeah, there we go.
But they showed photos of like more than one, which is very disappointing because you could only buy one if you actually were able to get one. So that's unfortunate because it looks great with more than one of these. I mean, on its own, looks fantastic, but a group of them, like 3 of them, oh my gosh.
Yeah, usually troopers do. Like, they have no rhyme or reason to what they're doing. But anyway, fellas, I think that's going to be it. I did have another segment, but we are going to wait and possibly address that at another time. But Clinton says, Calvin got no thoughts. The lies.
I'm glad you read that because I was reading that completely differently. I was thinking thoughts. I was like, what are you trying to say?
But it'd be emphasis on the wrong syllable.
Oh man,
I mean, that's how I take it. So maybe I'm
I know, right? I'm like, thoughts. What are thoughts? I don't know. I'm not hip to the lingo these kids are using.
And I also want to point out that Philly is here, Figurecraft. Welcome, sir. And he just unboxed his InArt soups. The rumors are true. What are the rumors?
where are my pictures at? I'm shocked I didn't get no pictures about it. He always gets me behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah, we got to see that too. I got to take some pictures of Aragorn too. But fellas, we did it. We're back, except for Jose, although he was in the chat.
No facts
thank you
given.
all.
Disappointed.
None. Yeah, 0 facts.
So we do have our newest member is Calvin. We got Marco back. We have both Christopher and Feezy for their first time on the show. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for
and we got your hat to make an appearance as well.
Exactly. I did this for Calvin and Feezy. I did because I was not going to do it, but
Appreciate
Gotta
you.
flex the hat. Gotta flex.
You can't show up. You can't show up for Gio and not show up for me. Come on now.
This is true. This is true. My bad.
You and
was out of line.
Feezy, you shared notes. Me and Marco shared notes on what to wear. Like, what are we wearing? I don't know.
Nice.
Just go with the black. Go with the black one.
I mean, if we doing the all black thing, I mean,
There we go.
Uh-oh.
There we go.
I mean, there we go.
Hey, wait a minute. Wait a minute. There it is.
Yeah.
Smile. I'll find
I'm
you.
with the smile.
Oh, my man. Oh, so let's go around the horn here. See what everybody's up to. Feezy, we'll go with you first.
Yeah, thanks for having me again, man. I'm glad I was able to finally make it to TY for collecting. Thanks again for having me. And Press X, good to meet you for the first time. It was the first time we streamed together, so it's good to meet you. It's always cool to meet new faces and new collectors here in the community. So yeah, it was a pleasure. As far as my content, I'm not sure yet. I don't know if I'll have another stream before the end of the new year. I would just say keep an eye on my socials, and I'll usually put up notifications on there, and of course there's the YouTube notifications as well. So I'm not sure yet. It's looking like probably not, just because we're already approaching Christmas and the holidays, I should say. So we'll see where I'm at. I don't know. We'll see. If not, I'll just want to get out of the way now. I hope you all have happy holidays. So I wish you all well with friends and family, and you enjoy your time with your loved ones. So yeah, thank you again, and I appreciate all the support all around.
Thank you. You're always welcome here. Always welcome here. Christopher?
Well, thank you so much for the invite, and again, apologies that I was so hellaciously late because of the subway. But
Marco does it all the time. Don't worry about
it. We're both late because we were shopping at the same store for sweaters.
That's right. There you go. There you go.
I gotta do it. But no, thank you so much for having me on the show. I definitely appreciate the invite. I love seeing, everyone in here I've seen on a number of different shows. So it's a pleasure to actually stream with each of you and hang out and talk plastic, And so I'm definitely down to talk plastic anytime you want to. So thank you again, and happy holidays to everyone here and in the chats. Stay safe, stay sane, and stay healthy.
Thank you. And Calvin.
I appreciate you guys giving me a space to actually get on this week. I've actually taken a bit of a hiatus. I didn't go on. I don't think I had any streams this week. Even had a couple people reach out like, "Yo, you good?" I'm like, "Man, look, I'm just tired. I've been happy to come home and just go to bed and shut it down." So thank you guys for allowing me to just pop up, and thank you for officially announcing me on with the show. I love hanging out with you guys. Chris, been a pleasure seeing your name in the chat several times, and good to finally see you. I saw you on briefly. I did tune in real quick last night and saw you around. I was like, okay, you on here. So hope you know, once you're in the community, we expect to see you more often, and happy to have you. This plastic crack that we all into. Happy holidays, everybody. I promise see you guys before next week. Enjoy your loved ones, and have a drink for me, because I can't have none while driving. So
cheers.
Awesome. Marco, what you got going?
So we're doing LWO on Dan's channel after this. So 6 scale reviews. I think we've been on a bit of a hiatus. I don't know. I'm never on any of these shows very often, so I don't think we've been on, but who knows? But no,
we have not been on.
Ty, thank you for hosting a really good time. And yeah, Feezy, Christopher, thank you for popping on in. And Calvin, congratulations on becoming part of the crew. And,
thanks, man.
Yeah, really, really good time tonight.
All right. So, Feezy, Christopher, you guys are always welcome. Just holler. I'll send you a link. No problem at all. Once again, appreciate you being on. Want to wish everyone happy holidays, and have a drink for Calvin. And we are going to be out.
Peace.